made it to Mission Santa Clara today and it was a super ride. I want to show you about the ride, and then afterwards I want to take a couple of moments to answer questions that people have asked. This is what it was like to get to Mission Santa Clara. My ride began about 8:30 this morning when I left my hotel, which was situated right across the freeway from the Tesla factory where Teslas are made and shipped all over the country. It is a tough time to be biking on the California Mission Walk because of the COVID pandemic. And California seems to be right on the verge of declaring a shelter-at-home order. In the meantime, the travel restrictions are already pretty serious and strenuous, so I don't really get much human interaction during the day. I don't get those great pilgrim meals where you sit down with other travelers and there's too much wine flowing and it lasts late into the night. Still, I'm enjoying the scenery and the history of this great state of California. I was happy to arrive at the highlight of the day, which is the calm and quiet Santa Clara University. One thing that makes this place so special is that it is the home of Mission Santa Clara. Fray Tomas de la Peña established the mission near the river in 1777, but after some floods, a new site was found farther up on dry land, and the mission was reestablished there. There are several buildings from early in the 19th century and some just remnants of buildings as well. The church that stands at the location is the fifth building built at this site, and of course is dedicated to St. Clare, the dear friend and colleague of St. Francis of Assisi. After the calm and quiet of the university, it was time to head on to my stop for the night in Campbell. Along the way, as well as the usual suburban things, were some tourist stops as well, like the old Winchester House. So it was a great day of riding, and I enjoyed being at Mission Santa Clara. Well, one of the first questions that somebody asked was, how do you charge your bike? And so it's pretty straightforward. I bring a charger with me, and then when I'm in my hotel room, like this room, and they allow me to bring my e-bike into the room, I plug the charger into the wall, and then I plug the charger into the battery of the bike. I can also take the battery out and bring it to my room if they don't let me keep the bike with me. Some people wanted to know a little bit more about how the bike works, too. This is like the dashboard of my bike. There's a handle grip, of course. This is the throttle, and I can make the bike go forward all on its own without pedaling if I want to. This is the bell to warn pedestrians that I'm on my way. This is the light in the daytime to tell the cars I'm in the way or ahead of them. This is the display. You can see that it is now showing a trip odometer, but it also shows things like the total mileage on the bike. I started out at 30 miles on this odometer when I left Seattle. You can see how far I've come. That's the level of pedal assist going from 1 to 5. That's the speedometer. And then this is a 10-bar graph that shows how much charge is left in the battery. I have my reflector here. This is a little clamp that I use to put my phone in and then kind of tie it down. Then a typical setup for a bike, the derailleur up and down, and of course the handbrakes on either side, the right hand grip. Another question was, well, where do you eat? And of course, the challenge is to make healthy choices just like at home. But I do look for independent places with healthy food along the way, and I've only indulged my fast food habit a couple of times now. I did have a little bit of a mishap when I broke a spoke bumping down a curb at Mission Santa Clara today. Folks at the bike shop gave me some tips about how to get it fixed. So tomorrow, it's off to Mission Santa Cruz. Thanks for joining me.